Hey everybody, we're at Epcot today, and Food and Wine ends this week, but we're not here for that today. We're here today for our second video in our No Phone Challenge series, which means we're not using our phones today to look at wait times or anything like that. We got 23 attractions here at Epcot we're going to do today, and we got until 9 p.m. tonight to get those things done. Hey, let's get to it. So we did make it for road drop today. The park opens at 9. We got here about 8:30, which is pretty good for us. Usually when we try to do road drop, we're like right on the nose getting there when the park opens. So or a couple minutes late. So we did really good today. So we still got about 10 minutes before the park opens, and then we're gonna start our challenge.
And we've even had time to buy coffee.
Already got caffeinated.
Woo-hoo.
All right. Well, she did. I don't caffeinate much anymore except for Dr. Pepper's. So, all right. So we got, like I said, we got about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna head on to where we're going to go for our first attractions. Okay. So if you haven't seen the first video, then let's just we'll go back over what we're doing on this challenge. Is that we're doing what we call a no phone challenge, which means we're not using the app, we're not using our phone to check wait times or anything like that. We're going old school. We're talking like 80s, 90s old school. And so we're just taking them as they come. There are four sections to the park. There's World Showcase, World Nature, World Discovery, and World Celebration. And we're going to be starting in World Showcase because World Showcase has the two rides that have probably gonna have the longest wait times today. Remy's Ratatouille.
At least usually.
Yeah, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Frozen Ever After. So we're gonna try to catch those early in the day before they get too long of a line. Usually Remy's will start out really high and then it'll go down once people start to filter out to other things. But it's gonna be probably 45 to 90 minutes all day, so we're going to try to get back there and get that done. So we've made it back to the France Pavilion, and normally there's a wait time right here on this thing here that you can see. Right now it's not posted, so I don't know what that means.
That's what you're saying, so many people pour out of this section.
Yeah, there's people coming back this direction. So we're going to walk back here, and we have to walk back here and see because we don't know, because we're not using our phones. Again, so we're going to walk back and we'll let you know where we're at. That may kind of change our plans for the day if it's not open yet. Well, okay. Well, that throws a wrench into our plans. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is down right now, so we can't go back there. There were still people queuing up, but they were telling people when they were going to get in line that it was down and not sure when it was coming back up. So we were going to do that and then do the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which is right here in the France Pavilion as well. But it doesn't open till 10, so we got to kind of change our plans a little bit. And we're going to go back down and catch the video at the Canada Pavilion called Canada Farm Wide in Circle Vision 360. And then we'll come back up here, and that's one of the downfalls of not using your phone is that you don't know when an attraction is down. You're going old school. That's how we used to do it. Things were down, we didn't know till we got there. So not a huge thing because we could always come back and get in line last thing in the night if we needed to do that. But you always have to have a plan B when things don't quite go your way, so that's what we're going to do. So here's one way to check wait times if you're not using your phone. If you're going old school, you can check here and see what the wait times are on these electronic boards as you're walking through the parks. All right, so we made it to the Canada Pavilion. So we're going to do Canada Farm Wide in Circle Vision 360. It is probably about a 10-minute video in 360 with screens all around you that show you just the things that the sites in Canada. And I don't think a lot of people know this is back here, even though it's on the sign. And there's also a big waterfall back here that I don't think people know about as well. We didn't know about it for a long time.
That waterfall is really nice on a hot day.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people know they just walk right by Canada unless they're coming back here to Le Cellier, the steakhouse, something like that. But you don't really know these things are back here unless you walk into the pavilion to see what's going on in there. So we're going to walk back here. This says Canada Farm Wide, and that's where we're headed. All right, so the waterfall is going to be right back here on your right. Right here. The next show for Canada Farm Wide is in 11 minutes. So we're going to be waiting for a second. And it is a stand-up attraction. You can see you can lean on these things here, but you do have to stand up during the entire presentation.
The Blue Nose. She not only looks impressive, she can move too. The Blue Nose was once the world's fastest racing.
America's oldest metropolises, a perfect blending of old world meets new.
Capital city, Ottawa, a city of museums.
Don't miss your chance to ice skate on the Rio Canal. Always a good time. Provinces. With the Rocky Mountains on one side and the prairies on the other, Calgary is absolutely gorgeous. And the Okanagan Valley is home to two very different environments. The valley's temperate climate is...
All right, so done with that. Also, as you're exiting, there is a KidCot area here where you can bring your kids and do art drawings and things like that. It's called KidCot. They have several areas around Epcot we can do these. So we made the decision, whether right or wrong, we don't know yet, to double back and go back to over to the France Pavilion. We can knock out Beauty and the Beast sing-along at 10 o'clock. And we'll see where Remy is after that. Maybe it's open, maybe it's not, we don't know. If it's not, then we'll move on to some other things, see if we can get some of those things. And most of the attractions over in World Showcase don't open till 11:30. Like American Adventure doesn't open until 11:45, I think. Voices of Liberty will be at 11:15. Those are usually two things you can knock out together if you get there at the right time. And then the Fletcher's of China will be open, but it's way on the other side. We'd really have to double back over here to get Remy's again if we can. We could always save Remy until the end of the day as well. If we need to do that, we can hit Beauty and the Beast sing-along, and then just keep going the other direction and see if we can knock some more of those things out before we come back and do Remy's later in the day. And so as we said before, we're going to go back here and check the electronic scoreboard, as I like to call it, and see if Remy is open before we actually go back there. And I don't see it yet. Let's see. Maybe it'll be on the next screen. It is still temporarily closed. Okay. So we will go see if we can get some more things done. All right, we're back into the France Pavilion, and we're going to do the BB sing-along. Next show is in 6 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Before we begin,
it's a quiet village every day, like the one before.
all right.
Come on, Fred, it's a shortcut. Hello.
Out.
Your dinner.
Here we go.
Be
Our guest,
be our guest. Put our service to the test.
by course, one by one, till you shout. Oh, one slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's thick as incredibly thick as Gaston.
It can be. Barely even friends. That's how Belle and the Beast fell in love.
That's a cute little show. It's there is another show about France that shows later in the day, but we won't be coming back here for that because we already crossed this off. It's not something that's on the app that we have to do. Once we go in there one time, we don't have to go back again. So we got that one crossed off. Now we're going to head on to the right, more deeply into World Showcase and see some other things we can get done. Remy must have just opened because it's showing a 15-minute wait, so we're going to try to hustle back here and get in line before it goes any higher than that. Here we are at the entrance, still showing 15-minute wait. So we're already into the rooftop scene with Gusto, and we're walking right on through. Sometimes you get lucky like that. If an attraction opens up, there won't be anybody in line, and you can go right on through. So they must have just opened up, literally just opened up. So here we go. And now we're at the front of the line. The load section is right over here. It was literally less than 5 minutes.
The food is for them, not you.
So the next attractions we want to do are Hidden Mickey, right there. The next attractions we want to do are at the Japan Pavilion up here. It's the drum show, and then at the American Pavilion, the Voice of Liberty and the American Adventure. And none of those things start until around 11 o'clock. So we're just trying to decide if we want to walk on past and come back, or do we want to hang in this area until it's time for those attractions to start, knock those out, and then just keep walking around the World Showcase and get all those things done before we exit around on the Mexico side. The American Pavilion also has a Kid Fun Stop area where you can do crafts, you can do pin trading, things like that in this area right here. It's to the right of the American Adventure. All right, so we decided to hang around here for a few minutes. The Voice of Liberty started at 11:15, and then the American Adventure show starts at 11:45. So we can knock those two out at the same time here at the Liberty Theater in the American Pavilion. They also have the exhibit Portraits of Courage, which are paintings of American military heroes painted by former President George W. Bush. You can see these in the American Pavilion. They're going to be along on the back wall over here. These are the Portraits of Courage, a Commander-in-Chief's tribute to America's warriors by President George W. Bush. These portraits are going to be here for a limited time, and you can see the portrait, and then it has a little plaque right here telling you who it is and when they served. Actually, as I look at these, they're all the way around the inside here. I thought it was just on the back wall. There are a lot of these. These are pretty cool. Also here in the American Pavilion is the American Heritage Gallery, is a permanent exhibit here in the American Pavilion. So we're going to go and take a look at some of the things in here.
Acoma is renowned for its exquisite pottery, which is made from precious rainwater, natural clay, and pottery shards.
We're thinking the drum show that happens here in the Japan Pavilion, the Matsuriza drum show, is going to happen here at 11 o'clock. We're hoping that's the case because we can catch it and then catch the Voices of Liberty at 11:15 and then the American Adventure at 11:45 and get all those knocked out in a span of about 45 minutes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are the Voices of Liberty. But the battle ended in the early morning hours, and because of the darkness, the outcome was uncertain. Uncertain until the morning, when that sun rose, revealing those stars and stripes still flying proud. Now, one of those two young Americans in the story was so moved by everything that he had seen that he pulled out an old envelope and started to write down some words on the back in the form of a poem. Words that are still familiar to us today, because that young man's name was Francis Scott Key, and the words that he penned so long ago, we still call our national anthem.
Now we're heading into the American Adventure. Alright, so we found our seats and we can't film on this attraction, so you won't see anything from this one, but just know it's hosted by Ben Franklin and Mark Twain. I like the American Adventure show, but it is 30 minutes long. You gotta be dedicated to that one. being there 15 minutes before, and then the show was 30 minutes. So you're looking at a good 45 minutes to an hour to be able to see that. So we're going to walk back down here and check out the drum show down here to the Japan Pavilion, see if anybody can tell us when it's going to show next. Because it's in the app, but we're not checking the app. It's not on the map. We did pull a map to see if we could find it, but that wasn't to be, because it's not listed on there either. So we're going to go back down and check and see if somebody can tell us when it's going to happen. The food pavilions for the Food and Wine Festival opened up at 11, so that's why you see a lot of people back here now, and we didn't see a lot of people before. Most people wait to come until after the pavilions open, start getting the food. Okay, so just found out that the next show, they're normally like at 1 o'clock, like every hour, but she did show me a time where they normally show times. And if the show times are not there, then they're probably not going to do the show today. So, but they may not be doing that show today. So we may just go ahead and cross that one off the list because it's probably not going to happen. Okay, so since no show at the Japan Pavilion, we're going to move on and try to get the rest of these things done. The next thing we have to do is around the China Pavilion is the China show. I forgot what it's called, but it's also Reflections of China. That's it. Thank you, Reflections of China. But it is also in the round in a 360 degree theater, just like Canada far and wide. We made it to China. We're going into the pavilion here for the Reflections of China show. They'll tell us once we get in here how long we have to wait for it. We have to wait very long. We may go down and see what the times are for Mariachi Cobra, which is just right down there, or Frozen, because that's the next thing on the list, because it's the next pavilion over. While you're waiting for the show to happen, you can also go ahead and see, it's called Inside Shanghai Disney Resort, and you can go ahead and see all the lands from Shanghai Disneyland. So it's 14 minutes to the next Reflections of China show. So we're going to walk down to Norway, see, just kind of take a glimpse of what the wait time is for Frozen Ever After. And then Mariachi Cobra is literally right there. If they were to come out right now, we could see them and then double back in that 14 minutes. So we'll go down there and see what the wait times, let's see what the show times are for Mariachi Cobra as well. So, all right, so I think we're going to look out here. Frozen Ever After is only a 40-minute wait. Now I say only a 40-minute wait right now because usually this is 60 to 70, sometimes 80 minutes to get through this, and we don't even have an outside extended queue. So we're going to go on in and get this done before we, because this is the last thing we're going to have to do with a long wait time, other maybe than Soarin', but this is the last thing we'll showcase we're going to have to do with a long wait time. All right, so we've been in line about 30 minutes. Not too bad.
Come on, let's go and play. Elsa wants to give us all some fun.
Today, Anna saved her sister with an unselfish act of true love.
Now we're going in for Reflections of China in Supervision 3D. See, just like the Canada Pavilion, just like the Canada show.
It once stretched like a mighty dragon across 4,000 miles of China. Itself vibrant, sophisticated, romantic. Against the currents of the Yangtze is more difficult than climbing to heaven. That may have been once true, but no longer. The serenity of Heavenly Lake to the busy night market of Urumqi. Here one discovers that road, the same road that over 700 years ago brought Marco Polo to these very gates. The gates of Jiaoyugua, but still uniquely Chinese.
So now we have two attractions left in World Showcase, that being Mariachi Cobre and Grand Fiesta Tour, starting at 3 Caballeros. Neither one of those are going to take a very long time. Our goal was to be done with the World Showcase by 2 o'clock, and even with the setbacks we had early, spending that first hour and only doing the Canada Farm Wide, we're really going to be close to be doing everything by 2 o'clock. We got 1:45 right now. Depending on when Mariachi Cobre comes out, we'll have that done pretty quickly. All right, so we walked up and they're playing, and sometimes Miguel from Coco will come out while they're playing as well. So. So now we're heading into the Mexico Pavilion for the Grand Fiesta Tour, starting the 3 Caballeros, our last attraction in World Showcase.
Exactly, perfect view.
Excuse me, you see the ducks? Hey, wrong duck! Goodbye!
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, so we got some bad news and we got some good news. The bad news is that we still have 13 out of the 23 attractions still left to accomplish. The good news is that we've got most of the attractions that are going to take the most time out of the way. Most of those are in World Showcase, and most of these over here we're going to zip right on through, because usually they have a very, very low wait time and a very low ride time as well. So we should zip through those pretty quickly.
He's back now, and everybody loves him. So hey, we can talk about Bruno as much as we want to. Isn't that right, everybody? Where my Bruno fans at? All We don't talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding day. It was my wedding day. It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always left Abuela and the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't.
Back left, walk to the right. The other side. You got to step and step.
Under the surface, I feel berserk as a tightrope walker in a three-ring circus. Under the surface, whisper.
Mira quién es. You know who I think it is? Everyone, let's welcome Mira Vera Tio Bruno. Oh, I get it now. Before we heard the music, vamos a celebrar.
So just as I was saying that about we still had 13 attractions to accomplish, I realized that the Encanto, Celebración Encanto was starting. It started at 1:30 as we were walking up, so we forgot to do that. So we're gonna knock it off the list. We only have 12 to go now. All right, so we're here to do the Mickey and Friends meet and greet. It is a 20-minute wait, and you get to meet all 5 of the Fab Five in this meet and greet. Yeah, loving the gold bow tie. That's awesome. We got a picture. So that did take about 20 minutes to get through the whole thing. It was 12 minutes to get to the actual lines where you meet the characters. And I was wrong. There's only 3 characters in there. It was Mickey, Goofy, and Minnie today. I think they swap out Goofy with Donald from time to time. No? Just them 3? Okay. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Maybe not. Okay. Somebody else go in there. If you've been in there, let us know. Somebody else go in there and find out. Maybe we'll go in another day and find out. But today it was only 3. It was Mickey, Goofy, and Minnie in there. All right, so our next 2 attractions are going to be over here in the Imagination Pavilion, Journey into Imagination with Figment, and then up here on the top is going to be Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. All right, so heading into Journey into Imagination with Figment, it is a 5-minute standby wait, which it normally is most of the day. So this will be pretty much a walk on and walk off pretty much.
Your children and oh yes, please don't let drive through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses.
Can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Oh, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine...
Figment. Is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woohoo! You win 1 cent!
Don't! I can taste lamps. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea! We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Make them right up and upside down.
One little spark of inspiration.
We made it into the Land Pavilion. This is Awesome Planet. We're going to come back to that. That's a 9 minutes for the next show. Then we'll go down here and see what the wait time is on Soarin' on Living with the Land. We'll try to get those knocked out. The Disney Pixar is outside of Figment was still 16 minutes till the next show, so we're going to decide to come over here and see what we can do in here before we go back over there. We're going to go ahead and get Soaring Around the World out of the way. It was 20, it just dropped to 15 minutes, so we should be on and off this pretty quickly. All right, so we were downstairs and we saw that it was 3 minutes to the next Awesome Planet show. It's now 2 minutes. We're going to walk in and check this one off our list. Awesome Planet is a movie about our awesome planet. It's not in Circle Vision 360, but it is a theater type show. We don't come in here a lot. I think this is probably the second time we've seen this one, but it's pretty good. It's not on my to-do list every time we come. And you know, if you have other priorities, if it's a 1 or 2 minute wait, you can slip in here while you're doing Soaring, living on the land, and living with the land, and get that done. But if it's not on your to-do list, it's really something you could probably walk on by. Then we're going to do Living with the Land. It is a 10-minute wait.
Right here.
Now we're going into the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. It is a 4-minute wait right now to the next show. And really all you have to do is wait for the next show. It's not like a queue line or anything. You just have to wait for the next show to come in, and it's usually pretty quick. There are going to be 3 short films: Get a Horse, Piper, and Feast. These are all really good. They're not going to allow us to film in here, but this is the theater. We're going to watch the Disney Pixar Short Film Festival. The Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival is, like we said, it's 3 short films. They're about 6 minutes apiece, so it's about 18 minutes that you're going to be in there. So it's not a short presentation at all, but it's pretty good. All right, so now we're going to head over to the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Going to knock that out, and also Turtle Talk with Crush. The Seas with Nemo and Friends. The standby 5-minute wait, and that's really just long enough to walk through the queue line. Well, we made it up to the road area.
Yes, have you seen them?
Hi, I'm Dory.
I am looking for my son.
We're in the waiting area for Turtle Talk with Crush. It's going to be about 15 minutes for the next show, so I think just closed the room on the previous show. So we're going to wait for a few minutes until the show starts.
Righteous dude!
It's funny looking humans, huh?
Whoa, heads up, Bailey, they can totally hear you, dude.
No, they can't. Watch this. Hi, humans.
Hi. So,
okay. Why didn't you tell me?
I did, but you must have been echoed.
Wait. I'm getting something. Wow. Some of you have 4 ears.
Be good to them and they will totally be good to you. And all you little dudes down there some level, keep using the word dude as much as possible for the rest of the night. Your parental units are totally gonna dig that, dudes. And Dan, dude, you're welcome for that one, Dan. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, stay in schools. You so totally rock.
All right, what turned night on us while we were in the Seas? We did the Seas with Nemo and Friends and Turtle Talk with Crush, and now it's dark. That spaceship right over there, all lit up. Now we're going to head right over here to Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. We've got this, Spaceship Earth, and Mission Space left. We're not going to get to the Jameters today. They closed before we could actually see them. If you don't have the app, you don't really know when they're going to be out, because they don't have a time listed anywhere. So anyway, we're going to go over here to Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. This is a walkthrough attraction with interactive water features. You can get wet in here. They do have a dry path you can go down, but you can get wet in here. I was gonna stand on the water and dry. Hold your hand out. And it'll follow you up. Woo! Like that. Dry path? Nah. We're gonna walk through a waterfall. Just like this. Oh no, it's a waterfall. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! And it stops right before you walk through it. Yeah, if you run through it, it may not stop and you may get wet. You gotta jump on the water spot and then you'll see water jump. That is it. It's a cute attraction. If you've never done that, that's something good to do. It's really good to do on a hot day when the sun's out and it's 90 degrees or 100 degrees in the shade. That's a good one to do. All right, Spaceship Earth is a 5-minute wait. So that's Test Track in the distance. It's closed right now for refurbishment. So our last attraction of the night is going to be Mission Space right over here. So this is Mission Space here. We have two sides to Mission Space. One is the orange side, which is the more intense side, and the other side is the green side, which is the less intense side. The green side, the green mission, the Earth mission, is a 10-minute wait, and the orange mission is a 15-minute wait right now. Now, I don't ride Mission Space. That's only saved it for the end of the night. For two reasons. Number one, I'm claustrophobic and it's really, really close quarters in there. I've done it once and I swore I'd never do it again. And then number two, I get motion sickness really easily.
Which is funny for a roller coaster ride.
Right, so that's one of the reasons I don't do the orange side, and then the green side can get you a little motion sickness too if you're not careful, but it's still pretty close quarters on either side.
But to say the difference is roller coasters are still like out and they're moving and stuff, and that's more virtual reality. Yeah, and so it's 10 minutes to 7, so we still do have 2 hours and 10 minutes. We can get this done. We can get this done pretty quickly if we were going to do it. However, I cheated and I'm substituting. Time to confess? Time to confess. I'm substituting Mission Space for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind over there, which you do have to use your phone for. And so I did use it for that. That's the only thing we used it for today, was to get a virtual queue for Guardians. But we're going to do that. I'm going to do that because Chrissy doesn't ride it. I'm going to do that to end our night tonight. All right, we made it back home after our trip to Epcot today, and we did accomplish 22 out of 23 attractions that we had on our list. The only thing we didn't do was the Jameters, and while we were in line for Mickey and Friends, we realized that we heard the Jameters, and then we looked on the board just outside the land pavilion and noticed that their last performance was at 2:30. So we didn't get to see them, but we did do 22 out of 23 attractions. So that kind of proves that you can get a lot done without using your phones, without paying extra, just going and riding the rides as you come to them. It was a pretty fun day. Drop us some comments below and let us know how you would have gone about it. Maybe the best ways you would have gone about doing those rides today without your phone and without paying extra. We'd love to hear those comments below. That's going to do it today for Adventures on the Long Run. We're Joel and Christy, and don't forget, life is an adventure. Get out and enjoy it.